unless it's a political agenda show, obviously.
Right.
And you can tell how smart we are.
On that note, you want to start?
I do want to start.
All right, we're live.
Where's your visor?
Why don't you shut up and let me do my intro?
We're fucking live here, dude.
Why don't you let me do my intro, God damn it. Welcome to The Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Fuck Twitter.
Is that it?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Find us on iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. Is that all we're on? Podbeam is our website. Podcastgarage.com.
Yeah.
Our shirts are finally available. That's on our link on
shirts.
Instagram. Bonfire.com/The Garage with Evan and Friends. I'm Evan. To my left, as always, Rick. And our guest today, one of our biggest fanboys, Rye Guy Fieri Adamski. How are you? Rye Guy Flavortown Adamski. How are you, friend?
My son Ryder would love this podcast.
My son Ryder would love this. I just felt like a real radio show host right there. Hey, Rye Guy, how are you?
And that just goes to show you, if you're big fans of us, well, maybe we'll have you on.
Yeah,
'Cause that's how we met Ryan.
Yeah.
He
Never met him. Was walking down the street.
Till today.
Poked his head in the garage and say, hey, guys, what are you up to?
Are you recording right now?
10 weeks ago today is when we met.
Yep, 10 weeks ago today.
Interesting. It's been
He was the first listener.
A weird 2.5 months.
He was the
See how
first.
fast that math was?
He was the first commenter on iTunes. Still the only one. I
You
think.
can comment on iTunes?
Like review, whatever.
Oh.
You left a review.
Did I?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, of course I did. I'm your number one fan.
Yeah,
Damn right.
of course.
Damn right. Act like you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. No,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys a heads up on how excited I am to do these on Wednesdays, I was rushing through work, sprinted home.
Rushing through work, that's always good. I hope your boss listens.
Yeah. Tried to get changed as quickly as possible, like fucking Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were still wearing your business socks.
Here's the thing. This all happened yesterday.
You dope.
You forgot?
I could have swore yesterday was today.
We all know Tuesdays is for This Is Us and the Challenge. And you're going to sprint home and leave your business socks on?
You watch This Is Us?
Fuck
You
yeah.
a fan?
Fuck yeah,
I hear
dude.
good things. I never watched it.
Little tearjerker.
Yeah.
I just want to be a dad just like Jack. That's who I'm going to model my life after. R.I.P. Jack.
I've watched I've watched like an episode or two.
I don't think I would be able to do it.
Why?
To cry.
No, not that I'm fine with crying at a show. I don't think it would interest me.
You know what? That's what I thought. But it's so fucking relatable and like
I'm gonna be honest. What's it about?
3 twins, one's adopted, and it's just
Wait, Howard. All right, go on.
no, they're not twins. Actually, none of them are twins. Oh no, they are. Yeah, I'm sorry.
3 twins that don't look alike at all,
all right, yeah.
and are different ages.
So they're triplets.
So 2 of them are twins, and the black one, Randall, is adopted.
Okay.
But he got them all at the same time. So right now they're all like 37 or 38, and it's just them looking back at their life and them in their life present now. And it's just pretty much just all about their life growing up and shit like that. But it's just really good.
That never ends. Why is it always like a tearjerker? Like what makes it sad?
They're
just looking back at their life.
Going through life situations. Their dad dies, so a lot of it's just like flashbacks and like shit about his life.
Is that where it picks up? Their dad dies and they reconvene.
I think you find out in the first episode he dies, but you never know how he dies.
Okay, so
it's like there's always like little notes on like how you think he died and shit like that. But the dad is just the man. Jack is a fucking legend.
How many seasons is it?
I think this is just the third. Start of the third.
Half hour eps?
No, they're an hour. And like 1 minute commercials. NBC put a lot of fucking money into this. I guess they get a bunch of feedback. It comes on right after the Super Bowl and shit, so like it's big time shit.
Right.
Mandy Moore's the mom. Still hot.
Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore.
From A Walk to Remember?
Of course from A Walk to Remember. Is she in anything else? I couldn't name one of her songs.
She had a brief stint in Entourage.
Ooh. You wouldn't know anything about
not
that, would you?
top 5. It's not a top 5.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Rick?
She broke Vinny's heart.
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah.
She's a real... I can't even say it on here.
You were going to say cunt? Is that what you were going to say?
I was not going to say it.
Because we're not owned by anybody. We can
Nobody
say
owns
cunt,
me.
shit, balls,
Whoa.
cock.
Whoa, whoa.
All right, Frank, just trying to make a point here.
I got celebrated, Frank.
So, Flavortown, this is your first week doing your 12-hour shift, or what?
Oh, it's brutal, dude.
Doing what?
Work. What
do you do?
I'm on 612s.
Doing?
I'm in local 14 Insulators Union.
Shout out to the insulators.
Working down at Monroe Refinery, and it's absolutely terrible. And I'm only 3 days in.
Sounds terrible.
And I got about 2 more months of this.
6.
So you're almost done, dude.
So this
you're almost done.
right. You're only 3 days in.
3
days in at 36 hours already.
I was so close. We were about 17 stories up today. I was so close to just unhooking and jumping off.
No. Slipping, quote unquote. He slipped.
Oh shit!
Everyone saw him slip.
Yeah, I would tell people on the way down, like, I'm done with this shit.
The good thing is, you won't have time to really go out. Even Saturday night, you'll be fucking beat.
I don't have time to go out. This is my time to go out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, Saturday night comes and you know you don't have work Sunday, you'll be tired and shit, and be like, fuck it, I'm still not going out. Like, you'll have, like, a beer when you get home and just pass out. So the good news is you're going to be able to stack some fucking Che in the next 2 months.
I mean, even if I would go out, 12 hours, that's fucking 84 hours a week. I'd still be able to save money.
Yeah. That's a good point. He's not going out any other. He's not going Thursday night.
So it would only be one night.
Like
Either way, I'm just saying you're going to be exhausted.
I'm already exhausted. I'm 3 fucking days in.
I know. I can't wait to talk to you in a week. And then a month.
Don't even talk to me in a week.
Well, I feel like after like a month, like it starts to settle in. Like this is.
Does it though?
This is my life.
I don't know. I never did it before.
This is my nightmare.
I never did 6/12s before.
I don't know if it will.
Hey.
So it's only 2 months. Why?
It's called a shutdown. So the refinery I'm working at was bought out by Delta Airlines, and they haven't done maintenance in like 6 years.
Because they're the worst airline other than Spirit.
So they have to redo all their shit. So
so they were like, we have 2 months to redo our shit. So get your fucking ass in.
The amount of money they make. This is a fact. This shutdown. So they make their own oil at where we're at, right? So for their fucking airplanes.
Okay.
So
shit.
For every day that we're shut down, it's a total of like $180 million that they lose.
Oh.
And that was their limit. So it's like you have to be done by this day because it's a certain amount of $1 million a day.
We're only willing to lose $180 million a day.
Right? How sick is that? We're only willing to lose $180 million. So get it done by now.
Oh
yeah, I think
God.
that would be my limit though. I mean, that's a hard number for me. $180 million.
If I was to lose $18.80 a day, I'd be in some serious fucking trouble.
How much money does your airline make that you're 180 million?
I mean, I don't know how many flights a day.
Airlines have real slim margins. I know that because it's like that's why so many airlines are like getting bought up or combining with other ones or trying to start and then failing and shit like that. Because the margins are super fucking slim. That's why some of them are like, yeah, here's your ticket, but then you gotta buy $25 for a bag or $50 to choose
bags
your
are
own
going up
seat
too.
Exactly.
Bags are going up to 30
because they're running out of their expenses are so fucking high.
I mean, a fucking flight to Hawaii is $1,600 for one person.
Let alone you take the fam.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm looking up flights to Vegas right now.
I'm going in a couple weeks.
Why, you want to fly out for the flight? We got time?
Let's see what the flight is on Delta. On the screen right now, we got if we leave Friday, come home Tuesday. What's that? I can't see it. What's it say?
By the way, 180 million times 60 is like almost $11 billion.
For what?
So they might be making that number up.
No, it's 180 total.
Oh, I thought it was 180 million a day.
No, 180. That's what they're willing to lose. So it's 180.
I thought you meant day two. I was like, how fucking much money does this fucking?
That'd be ridiculous. Yeah. That'd be absolutely crazy.
Now that he says that, I feel a lot smarter. I was like, there's no way they're losing 180 in a day.
No.
I don't even know if fucking Microsoft could lose 180 million in one day. What did Facebook lose?
Well, I'm sure.
I'm sure
companies can lose that much in a day, but
I'm sure they could. I don't think they would like to.
Right. And they're not going to do it for 60 days fucking straight either.
No. Nobody is.
So what do we got going on up here?
Are you looking at
flights? I was just looking at flights for some reason, and I'm pretty sure there's a buffalo chicken stromboli stuck in my throat right now.
Yeah, speaking of which, we've had what? Mason was on twice, Embler was on, Maria was on.
Yep.
Is that it?
I think so.
So all those guests, nobody once brought food. Until Rye.
I'll tell you what, there's something stuck in my throat, and if I barf, just keep going. Go on without me.
Turn off your mic if you barf.
Well,
Nobody wants to fucking hear that shit.
I gotta give the credit to Ev because I never had that before until what was that Sunday for the game?
Yes, it was.
And he ordered it, and it was.
And that's what I was saying.
Divine.
Their cheesesteak stromboli is fucking banging,
dude.
And that's right up there with it.
So good.
That's some of the best hot sauce I ever had in my life.
It's like sweet.
Yeah,
it's,
but like also,
but not hot honey sweet.
Still has like a little kick to it.
It gets me a little wet.
Ooh. Ooh, what else gets you wet? What else? Yeah, keep going, baby.
Let's delve into that.
Yeah.
How many hot sauces can I name?
How many can you? You tell me.
How much time we got left?
You tell me. I don't know.
So you were looking at flights to Vegas for what?
Just so happens to be a little scrap going on this weekend. I don't know if you heard about it. UFC 229. Now, I have a lot to say about it.
Hold on. Say that again.
229.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Fucking special effects.
Okay. Here we go. Producer of the year.
Rookie producer of the year.
Rookie, yeah.
But of course.
Just throw that out there.
All right, let's bring up this
like Malcolm Brogdon. I'll be a nobody next year.
Flavortown, you're on the podcast for a reason. We love you. You're a friend. But let's talk some fucking MMA, huh?
Let's do it.
It's a big weekend.
It's a
big fucking weekend.
Huge weekend.
Been laid off for a year, and he's back. Conor, motherfucking McGregor.
I mean, technically, the Octagon has been 2 years. I mean, he fought, but it was strictly boxing.
The square. Is that what they call it?
It was a square.
So
a ring. It's called a ring, but it's square. You believe that?
Weird. I don't believe it.
He's plus 140.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, for you who don't know, Conor McGregor, everybody knows who the fuck Conor McGregor is, Jesus Christ. But he's fighting some Russian cat, for you who don't know, Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's a tongue twister. But it's pretty much going to be the biggest
pay-per-view ever.
I don't know close, right?
Besides, well, not including him and Mayweather.
Yeah, but that's not, biggest UFC ever? It's got to be close to it, right?
Yeah.
They didn't really promote it as much as you think they would.
I feel like they don't need to.
Yeah, I guess not.
After the whole bus incident and all that shit.
Oh, that shit's just going to be on like a fucking circle of gem. What do they call that? A reel.
What bus incident? What bus incident?
Conor threw a hand truck at a bus that Khabib and his team were on because Khabib's, I'm the biggest Conor fan, but Khabib's boy chumped up one of Conor's boys and didn't do anything, and they didn't do anything about it. The dude didn't do anything.
What, like outside? He chumped him up
smacked
like
him
outside.
in his fucking face during his weight cut.
Yeah. So
like Khabib went up to him because the dude Artem was talking mad shit, and the dude Artem just rides Conor's coattail. I mean,
he does.
His record is like fucking 9-12. I think it's nothing even impressive.
Yeah, he's
but
not
I guess he was saying something about somebody else's on Conor's team or Khabib's team. Khabib's at AKA, which is
that dude Artem spars with Conor.
Yeah, it's like his boy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of his training partners.
He's not good.
He fights in the UFC, but I think he just fights because like it's probably in Conor's contract that
my
boy Artem's gonna have fights as long as I do. And then I don't know if he said something about somebody on Khabib's team, or he just said something about Khabib. But Khabib seen him backstage and like there's a video of it too, but like got in his face and gave him like a smack on his face and all this shit. Be like, yo, blah blah blah. I don't remember exactly what he said, but
chumped him up. So the dude Artem, who was also a UFC fighter, couldn't stand up for himself because he's a bitch. So Conor and his team went to the bus where they were about to leave.
Flew from fucking Dublin to
Dublin.
They weren't in New York, I don't think, were they?
Yeah, it was New York because that's where his child was and everything.
Okay, so he flew right to New York with his whole goons. They pretty much just ran up on
cars.
It was after Khabib's last fight. It was after the Iaquinta fight.
Yeah. I think it was before, right? It was before the fight actually started because people got cut from that fight because he threw the dolly through the bus window and then, like, in the glass like broke and cut people's faces and shit. Like Michael Fiesta couldn't fight, Ray Borg.
Chiesa sued Conor.
Fuck yeah, I'd sue him too. The fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you just went through a whole training camp
and missed the fight.
Because someone threw a fucking... And of course Conor didn't get in trouble because...
No, he did.
Oh, stop it.
What'd
get in trouble what? Get in trouble for what?
What'd they do?
Yeah, well...
He went to court?
Nah, he got like a couple months probation.
But not enough to
My mailman
cover up
has
his
a couple
fight.
months probation.
How does it... A couple months probation on... That's like suspending a pitcher 4 games
I'm
just got done pitching.
I'm just being a little biased.
Yeah, no, I love Conor too. I mean, most of the people, well, I guess not everybody loves him, but like I love the shit out of Conor. He's fucking Best thing that happened to the UFC.
He's funny, too,
It's
so-
love-hate.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is love-hate because...
You either love him or you hate him. There's nobody that's like, I kind of like him.
Right.
No, it's one or the other.
Now, he's just so funny and so exciting. And
He
like,
called Khabib a backwards cunt because he didn't want to drink his whiskey.
Dude, say that quote that he said to him. This is the greatest quote ever.
Conor's got his own whiskey now, and he
Right.
brought it on stage during the press conference where there was no fans allowed, which was the dumbest thing ever.
Right.
And
Because they didn't want him throwing anything at him.
no, but dude, how you gonna have a press? It's just a bunch of
When they
fucking
were winging
schmucks.
Monster Energy drinks
Yeah.
at each other.
Right.
That was Diaz. That dude can't
Yeah.
even talk.
I hate the Diaz brothers. Yeah, I said it.
They were doing a press conference with just a bunch of schmucks in the room asking them questions. Like nobody could cheer or nothing. So Conor brought out his whiskey and gave a shot to Dana and put a shot next to Khabib. And Khabib said, "I don't drink," in his fucking Russian accent. And so Conor said, "You're a fucking backwards cunt. You show me a man that doesn't drink, I won't show you a man," or something like that. Basically said like you're not a man if you're not drinking my whiskey.
Oh, I love it. Or just drinking in period. I fucking love it. It's so funny. All right, Ryan.
He's got to ride this fucking coattail, I'll tell you that. While he's still popular.
Well, that's
getting
what I was
shit like
He's
buying
never
fucking whiskey.
He's
and shit
never
like that.
not going to be popular. He just signed
no,
a 6-fight deal.
Did he really?
Yeah. Maybe 8. I forget. 8 or 6. But he just signed a 6
Well,
fight.
the UFC can do whatever the fuck they want. The UFC is like a dictatorship. So, like, if Conor were to lose 3 straight, they'd be like, all right, we ain't paying you $10 million to fight anymore.
And
it ain't happening.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually he's going to lose. Like, look at Ronda Rousey.
He already has lost.
When she was fucking at the top of her game, she was the shit. Everyone loved her. No one can fucking touch her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lost a couple fights, and now she's not fighting anymore. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
could
now
see him
she's
going
in
the same route.
Now she's in
the
WWE
making
though.
more money
But
ever.
that's what I'm
Killing it.
saying. But I could see him doing the same thing. Like, he loses a couple fights, and then he's like, you know what? I got enough fame. I'm going to go to be an actor or
He would be
something like
dope
that.
in the
Like,
WWE.
go to WWE.
He would be.
I don't know if he'd be able
Jumping
to not
off the
curse,
fucking
but-
turnbuckle. Wow.
He could definitely play the part though.
Oh, my God. All right, so let's just get into it. Because I'll
Ronda Rousey was also in the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah,
Are we
she
talking
was
about that?
yeah, she
No.
looked really hot.
She fought Letty
Yeah.
in like Dubai in like the
Yeah.
38th
She was the
floor.
she was the bodyguard. She was hot.
Yeah.
And she was in the Expendables 15. So,
Was she in that movie?
That's a
Fuck yeah.
top-notch movie. I'll tell
She
you
was
that.
also in Entourage movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
The day that she fucks Turtle is the day I fuck Turtle. Get the fuck out of here. The best is when
Oh,
she was
man,
like...
he had lost
she's
a lot of weight.
She's like, if you can last... He's like, what happens if I last a minute? Or said something like, will you go on a
30
date with me?
seconds or something like that.
She's
yeah.
like, if you last 30 seconds, I'll let you fuck me. And then Johnny John was like, go for the minute, bro. It was so funny.
Drama's a man.
He's the fucking best. You wouldn't know anything about that, Rick. You
Again, I
backstabbing, you backwards cunt.
I like fucking Entourage.
Now you backwards cunt.
It was
So
in my
you-
top 10.
So you watched it, just not in your top 5?
It wasn't in my top 5.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, see you later.
Especially our generation, Sloan.
Let me just
You know
turn,
what? I
let me just turn, let me
I
just
would
turn
like to
the
go.
bike
I
off.
would like to go back, just not to cover it or anything, but like I just want to apologize to my top 5 too. That Sloan wasn't in my top 5.
She's so hot, dude.
So hot.
I used to have a boner until I woke up for the school the next day. An American boner, just fucking stiff
And then you,
as
had
a
to tuck,
rock.
then you had to tuck it away.
Oh
She
my God.
was hot in Snow Day.
Oh, are you kidding me? I seen Snow Day in the theaters, dog. Like, I got done watching the movie, and like I was looking around, like, can we watch it again? I want to see Snow Day again. I fucking love that movie. Oh my God, was that a classic?
Dude, the threesome episode with Sloane and her friend. Oh, motto to me.
Actually, why don't we just sit back and watch it? That'll be the rest of the podcast.
What about the Sloane Stevens came up? Was she a tennis player? Jesus. Oh, she is hot too. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it.
It's like her name's like Shrikri.
I'm definitely not Googling her real name.
Emmanuel. Shriek.
Yeah, that's it. Emmanuel. Shrikri.
Sloane.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, babe, babe.
Did you see? There's nude pictures of her. There's only one.
There's nudies of her?
You never saw it? She
Nudity
did one.
magazine day.
She
Nudity
literally did one
There
nude
she
photo in Spain.
Yeah, Emmanuel Shrikri.
You think her friends call her McManny? Look at this. And that little Irish fucko, E. Get the fuck out of here. But he did make it feel realistic for everybody. Murphy's Group. I used to love that. When little Scott Caan was in it, Murphy's Group.
I was mad that he wasn't in the movie because he was
Scott Caan?
He was such a great addition. Scotty Lavin was so funny in that show.
He was such a good addition. Oh my god, this guy.
Oh, there you go.
Found it. That's real. That's not fake. She did one.
Is her tits fake? Good God.
Yeah, of course they're fake. Look at them. What do you think? Do you think they?
I am looking at them.
You think God makes them perfectly round like that?
Hers, maybe.
Hers, yeah, maybe because she's perfect in every other single way.
Anyway.
And she's like, how old is she? Like 45?
No. God damn you.
No.
She can't be.
What about this photo? All right. Well, the people at home can't see this. All right. Let's fucking break down Conor Khabib. Because I'll give you my locks after this. We'll do this fight because this is the most important one because Tony Ferguson is a lock of the century. Yeah, I might bet this house on him. He's minus 350 over at Pettis. Pettis, all due respect, you were on the Wheaties bottle back in the day and shit like that, but...
Yeah, but that was, what, 5 years ago?
They put Tony Ferguson on this card in case Khabib or Conor got injured or something or dropped out. Because Tony, those three should all be fighting each other. Triple threat match.
Did you watch Embedded? Any of them?
No, not yet.
All right, so I'm saying this in hopes that Tony Ferguson doesn't listen to your podcast.
By the way, real quick, Sloane is 42.
Whoa, good call.
That's pretty fucking close.
Well, she definitely doesn't have any kids because she is...
Perfect.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
So, Tony obviously is a goon.
He's the man.
There's a G. He can probably... he's the only one that I think in that division would give Conor a good fight. But...
Ooh.
He is such a dork.
Yeah, there's a lot of people under.
He's
doors.
such a nerd.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching UFC Embedded, and when he was talking and saying shit, I was actually getting like a little bit embarrassed.
Yeah, because everyone tries to act like Conor. Like, you don't have to be Conor.
Dude, he put his gloves on, and one was black and one was blue, and he looked in the camera and said, like a bruise.
Oh, good God. Boo!
Like, sometimes bruises are yellow and purple. Have you not seen a bruise ever?
Boo this man.
Dude,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are trying too hard. Like...
He was calling Pettis, like, he was like, where you at, Anthony McNuggets, tiramisu Pettis, because you're soft. Like, what, dude? That's what you come up with?
And he probably fucking wrote that down before he came in. He was like, what's soft?
Guys.
McNuggets?
That's the thing, too. Like, when you're around a bunch of people, I'm not saying he's around yes men or anything, but, like, when you're the star and you're around a bunch of people, like, guys, what do you think about this one? What do you think? And everyone's just like, good one, Tony. Good. That was, that will really burn. Good douche. Got him.
Because they don't want him to knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, just use that one, but just don't say it too loud, so hopefully people don't hear it.
All right.
Hold on. Since we were talking about Sloane and brought up, Michelle Wooderson is on this card, who is also
the Karate Hottie,
a smoke show.
But of course,
she was on the second episode of Embedded, and she does not look bad at all.
No shit.
I'll give you that much.
Right, you want to look up the Karate Hottie?
I was just gonna say, you want me to use it because I don't know that much about UFC.
Yeah, you start googling shit. What you say? She's fighting Felice Herring, who's bodied up.
She's probably gonna lose, but she's super hot.
Felice creeps me out for some reason. Like, she's like the type of girl I feel like who's really hot and you'd have like a great night with her, but then like you'd wake up and you'd like roll over and she'd be staring at you and shit like. Hey, you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Who am I looking up again?
You'd be like, fuck.
Michelle Wooderson.
Karate Hottie.
Yeah, just type in the Karate Hottie. Asian, UFC. I think her and Paige Van Zandt should just fight, and just, because they're both so hot. Naked, maybe.
I'm not a Paige fan.
Are you guys going to...
She got new tits, though.
Wait, you're not a Paige fan, like as her look, or as a fighter?
Just in general.
What?
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Are you guys going to bet everything?
On what?
No, like every fight?
No, God no.
I'm gonna take 2.
Since Sean O'Malley's out.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
Yeah, John Jones the snitch. Do you see that thing DC put up? Like,
yeah.
Hey, you saw it. It's me, John Jones. Yeah, his name's Sean O'Malley. Because they're saying John Jones' suspension is getting like
lifted. He got found innocent by USADA.
Lifted and all this shit because like he's like snitching on other fighters.
He's fighting at 231. With
and how many times has he gotten caught?
Well, he's only been
with steroids.
Yeah,
2 with coke once.
Oh, okay.
Not to mention the time he was out of camp and he just crashed into a pregnant lady, took off, came back, grabbed his cash and coke, and then took off again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, you're not gonna leave your cash and coke behind.
He wasn't exactly sober.
No.
Yeah, grabbing cash and coke.
When he was on the Rogan podcast, he explained that whole thing. He said, "Listen, it wasn't my cash and coke. It was my cash, coke, and my bowl." Oh,
okay,
that makes
sense.
it much better.
He was so full of shit. Like, he was talking on that Rogan podcast, and I was like, I literally don't believe any fucking thing you're saying.
I didn't believe it. And I was a big fan of his until actually, like, I started seeing the shit he was doing.
He's just
and I was
corny.
like, dude, you're...
Like, he's like, there's no doubt he's one or two, like, best talents and toughest dudes in the UFC ever, but like he's just like a fucking.
If he trained like half the other dudes,
up.
he would not need the steroids at all. If he just trained harder, because he's got the perfect.
Probably fucking doesn't want to.
He's got the perfect build, no homo.
Now, what I was saying is,
no homo.
Well, it's both his brothers playing the NFL, so like the family's gifted.
Yeah, but the one just got busted for steroids too.
Sure, why not? But the thing is, everybody in the NFL is on steroids,
yeah.
of course.
You watch Ballers?
I do.
Nah.
Did you watch it from Sunday?
Oh shit. No, this past one.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna
I'm
say.
like a couple behind.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you, then.
But the thing is, like, he didn't just take steroids one fight. You're not the champion in the world, the best fighter in the world, and you just wake up one day, you're like, oh, I'm gonna start taking steroids. Motherfucker, you've been taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Or been taking something. I'm not saying he's fucking shooting D-ball on his dick, but it's like, he's doing something.
But that's what he was saying. He was like, well, the first time I got busted, it was because I bought a dick pill from 7-Eleven and it had estrogen blocker in it. Like, no, dude.
Boing. Boing.
Because it's got a whole bunch of fucking shit in it.
Yeah, there's all types of shit. Yeah, they probably made it in the fucking back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Probably made it in the back of the store.
He's got a whole bunch of shit. And
there's tobacco, a little bit of Gatorade.
I was going to say, they probably make a fucking ton of shit back there.
Coffee,
and
Cialis.
they ain't going to clean everything out.
Oh, have you
well, that's what they
whatever
said.
They were making.
That's how he got away with this last one. I don't know. I mean, I can't. How the fuck do I know? But like, they're just saying his tainted supplement. So like, his creatine pills, the container wasn't cleaned out. That sold the thing. There could have been a little small trace. Yeah, but about whatever.
I just think he's full of shit.
You betting method of victory?
Nah, that's too hard to predict for me. I mean, Conor's not going to submit him. I know that.
I'll say it right now. I'm calling. Are we doing predictions right now?
Let's do it. Let's just do the whole fucking breakdown. How do you think Conor and Khabib is going to go?
I think. All right, I'll do my prediction first and then tell you why. Conor in 3.
Conor in 3. Okay.
Conor in 3 because
the no for will the fight go the distance is minus 460.
It won't go the distance. Conor don't have the stamina. Even if Conor doesn't win, he doesn't have the stamina to go 5 with Khabib. Because that's always been his problem.
And the over under is a round and a half.
A round and a half?
Yeah.
Over.
Unless Conor just fucking starches him like Aldo.
It could possibly happen.
Maybe.
Because after I saw Khabib's last fight, because I was not a huge Khabib fan, but I liked him. And after that last fight, I just realized he's all 100% ground game.
Now, for you who don't know, Khabib,
shit.
It's 26-0. So this is why this is such a big fight. Khabib's fucking train is for real. Like, he's the interim champion right now. 26-0 is nice. But you can't pronounce the first 20 people that he fought.
No.
You don't know their fucking names. You don't know who they are. So, yeah, the record looks great. But if you look at Conor's last 6 or 7 fights.
2 of them were championship fights.
But when was his last fight?
2016.
Yeah,
3 years ago?
So, I mean, ring rust could possibly be a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, am I rooting for Conor? 100%. I don't think you finished your shit. Go ahead.
You just wanted to throw that in there.
I don't remember. Oh, okay. So Conor in 3 because...
Knockout? TKO?
Yeah. Conor ain't submitting Khabib. No shot. If Conor won't even try, he won't even try to take him down. He can't.
I mean, it's going to be KO or TKO. He's not going to submit him.
After Khabib's last fight I watched, Khabib showed that he can not box one bit.
Mm-hmm.
He tried standing up with Iaquinta for 4 rounds. Iaquinta, 2 months before he fought Khabib, was literally selling houses. Like, the dude was a real estate agent.
Yeah. I mean, he's fought in the UFC before. It's not like he's an actual... He is a real
He really was.
That's not like he's never fought
He was
before.
ranked like 18th, and this dude was just piecing...
You made it sound like they just brought him in off the street. They're like, you, come here. Why don't you fight this guy?
I work for Right Cart. Remax.
I work for
Remax.
sell homes.
I'm going to Remax that ass. Sold. God, so...
He got pieced up by this dude for 4 rounds straight, and then he realized, okay, I should probably take this guy down so I can win. And he brought him down like 5 times in the 5th round, which was also another thing to me because Conor's defense is through the roof on takedowns. So if Khabib took this dude if Khabib took this guy down 5 times in 1 round, that means this dude got up 4 times. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. I've been thinking about
does
it
the math
all
add up?
day, and for a while, like, because I just don't fucking know. I really don't fucking know. Now,
Conor's got the 4-inch reach too, which is huge.
Obviously, Conor's stand-up is fucking superior. Like, it's not even a thing.
It's not. It's unmatched in that division.
But man,
I want to see him fight Tony real bad. I want to see Conor fight Tony, but it's not going to happen.
dude. But there's so many good. Like Nate Diaz is fighting Dustin Poirier. I can't stand Nate Diaz.
If Diaz wins though, you're going to tell me that Ferguson's going to get a shot at the belt? No chance.
They'll do the trilogy.
They're going to do the trilogy, and then Conor.
I don't know if Nate Diaz is going to win.
Poirier's been on a roll. You see what he just did to Eddie Alvarez? They made him look like a silly
Yeah,
goose.
he's been fucking up a lot of people.
Poirier's been on a good streak, dude.
I mean, but Tony is just a fucking man. All right, so what I think is going to happen with Khabib and Conor. Dude, this is tough. I'm not betting this fight.
You're not?
No.
I am. I'm taking it. I'm fully comfortable with Conor in 3.
But you're not going to do rounds. You just bet Conor. How comfortable are you with it?
I'm comfortable with now that Rick just said 1.5 for the over under.
So you're taking the over?
Yeah.
And
You're taking Conor and the over?
Conor in the over.
So you're putting
Double
2
up.
bets on 1 fight. How
I
much?
might even take Method TKO.
Well, that's the only
Ooh.
way he's going to win. Yeah. So
Is it-
all right. So do the trifecta. What are you putting on it? How confident are you in this?
I'm gonna put more on the
$1 million?
Ferguson fight.
I'm putting everything on the Ferguson
If
fight.
I owned a house, the deed would be on the Ferguson fight. I would drive down to Delaware right now to get a sports book and
that's no disrespect to Anthony Pettis. No, like seriously, none.
no, it's not. But he's not. He's just not.
He's not
as,
there right now.
He's
Well, he's
not
not there right
as-
now. I mean, he's not going to be there anymore.
He's just not as good as Ferguson is.
Ferguson is going to fucking maul him.
He literally might rip his head off and just chuck it in the stands.
God, I don't even know what to say about Conor and Khabib.
Well, Ferguson's minus 400.
Yeah.
You need to put a house on it in order to win any fucking money. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. I might not even be able to bet that because if he loses, I'm fucked. All right. I'm
God
rooting
damn.
for Conor because if Conor loses, it's just not good. Now, here's the thing. If Conor loses his fight, what happens with Conor? Anything? Is he still just as...
He's still going to get the trilogy with Diaz.
And I think what's to Conor's advantage is like he kind of fucking owns a loss. Like he's not afraid to be like he's like, you fucking beat me.
Yeah.
I want another shot at it. Instead of being like, no, fuck, because I didn't get to train because I was doing this and you know what I mean. Like he's like, I fucking lost. Whatever.
Depending on if he did lose, how he lost, there would probably be a rematch. If it was super close or something with the distance and like they just gave Khabib by decision, there would definitely be a rematch.
It would be so gangsters if Khabib beat him and then just retired.
He can't. He's not. You know.
That's what he said he was. That's what Shab was saying today. He said it on Rogan's thing I listened to, and then he said it on something else.
He'd be the worst 27-0 because he hasn't fought anybody.
It's all Connor. It's all that matters.
Doesn't matter. He's probably getting $25 million to fight Conor.
You guys gonna put any money on Vicente Luke? Because he's minus 950. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's a
Put
fighter.
$10
and the
on him
other
just
guys-
for shits and gigs.
Yeah, and win 50 cents.
What's the spread on that Derek Lewis fight?
He's plus 138.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why are these so high?
I
feel like-
positive he's.
I feel like he
138.
should not be 138. Like I don't think Conor.
142.
Should,
I won $50 off him last time. All right, I have to give my predictions. Like I'm just sitting here dancing around the thing.
Oh, I'll give you an extra 30 seconds. How is Conor plus 140? As being who he is.
I guess they're thinking 3 years out. They got to see something before they give him a favorite.
He doesn't
You
have to
know
be.
what
He
I
doesn't have to be favorite, but 140s, I think is a little high. I was thinking like 105, 110.
I won.
So did you guys like Derek Lewis too?
I like Derek Lewis.
And you like
Like-
Michelle
I
Waterson?
always like Derek
Like
Lewis.
him to win the
Black
fight, or
Beast?
like
Yeah.
him as a.
I like him in everything.
I
The
think
Black Beast.
Yeah, I like him in the fight.
And you like Michelle Waterson?
No, I don't like Michelle Wilson in the fight.
You
I
just like Michelle
I
Waterson.
like
period.
Michelle Wilson.
Okay, because I was gonna say
I want to wake up,
you guys
roll
are
over,
picking-
and look at her. Is what I want
you
to
guys
do.
I was gonna say you guys are super confident in all the underdogs
I
here.
want to rub that tan skin. Now, I want Conor to knock him out in the 3rd round. Like, I want it to be a fight for a little bit. I don't want none of that Aldo shit. Remember that, Rick, when we just wasted $75 and Aldo came in fucking swinging and just got fucking.
I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I lose every bet. If he knocked him out in 13 seconds, I would be happy, man.
That's been the problem with like the last.
He beat the fuck out of Eddie.
I've maybe seen
that's so hard to say because Eddie's a hometown hero over here.
Yeah, but Eddie went away from his fucking game plan.
I maybe seen like 10 fights or so in the past like couple of years, and they included like Ronda's fucking 20-second knockouts, Conor's fucking 20-second knockouts. You're like, what the fuck, dude? I waited all this time and spent all this money.
I was so upset because I'm such a big Kat Zingano fan. I was like, oh, Kat's going to give it to her. And, like, she literally got dipped into an armbar in, like, 8 seconds. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Because it's not only, you didn't only spend $65 to watch it, but you've also been watching it since, like, fucking 9.
Yeah, and
it's, like, midnight.
12.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd be pissed if I was at the fight, like, at that Aldo fight with Conor.
Yeah.
If I just spent, like, $2,000 to sit in the fucking nosebleeds.
Never.
Did you see the fight? I don't even know what the fuck it was for. I just saw the guy, they rung the bell and the dude walked out.
Yeah, it was a boxing match.
Imagine being at that fucking fight.
Because he got his other half. Because he got fucked over on the previous pay-per-view or something. So he said, I want to get paid up front. And he got so he got paid up front and they rung the bell and he just took off.
Shit.
He'll never be able to fight. He'll never fight again though. So hopefully he got a decent dollar.
Not on that call. Not on that.
He'll never be able to box again.
Shit.
Promoters will be like, I'll never fucking trust you.
Right.
There's no way. You just walked out of the fucking ring.
Well, because he got paid in full. If they give him half, he probably would have stayed.
All
but
right.
because of what happened last time.
All right.
So he didn't get fully paid, like the original time.
No, the promotion before, they gave him like a half or like a quarter of his money, and then they wound up not giving him the rest.
Which wasn't a lot. Nobody. I don't even know his fucking name. Nobody knows who the fuck he was.
He
was the bouncer down at fucking the river deck.
There's 4 names in boxing that people know.
Right.
And they're all old as fuck.
And one's Floyd Mayweather, and he don't even fucking box anymore.
If he fights Pacquiao, I'm not watching it.
Never. I won't even think about it.
Mrs. Lewis in the crib.
Oh.
Bam, bam, bam.
How you doing?
Nice.
We have our 4th mic up, Chelsea.
Good. You want to hop in and help us predict who's going to win, Khabib or Conor?
Conor.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, that seems like a no.
All right.
Seems like a hard no.
He brought a
hard
buffalo
pass.
chicken stromboli.
Good, have at it.
It's stuck in my throat.
It's not going anywhere.
I'm about to barf Bagwell Che. Nah, I didn't have that much. I'm on a diet. What are you laughing at? Yeah, I am.
It started today.
Why do you think
started after the buffalo chicken
stromboli? Why do you think my pants are so loose right now?
I haven't eaten anything since I started my diet. And that was after the buffalo chicken stromboli.
That's it.
So, whatever.
I think there's dinner up there.
And there's dinner out here, too.
You're such a good husband, dude.
I am.
What'd you make, Elios?
Fuck you off, dude. Fucking motherfucker.
Pizza bagels, obviously.
Bagel bites.
Yeah.
It's Elios and bagel bites.
There's a big old smorgasbord of anything pizza up there. Pizza pierogies,
Pizza
Elios, pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
Okay. I'm going to say it. I think Khabib's going to fuck him up.
Don't you fucking dare.
I don't want it to happen.
You know you're wrong.
I don't want it to happen. If I knew I was wrong, I'd put this house on Conor, too. I just think it's going to happen.
How do you think he's going to do it?
I think he's just going to maul him.
Not standing up.
For sure not. He's just going to hold him down like he does to every other fucking person.
He's got to get him down first.
I mean, Conor's not impossible to get taken down. Chad Mendez took him down, and he fucking walked off the couch.
And you think it's going to be a knockout?
No, he might just hold him down and just Conor just going to be huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing like past the third. Because I bet you the first round he won't be able to get him down so easy. Conor will be throwing like those fake leg kicks and hitting him with those nice fucking jabs. He might sting him a little bit. And but the good thing is Conor's patient, so like he won't rush in and throw all these punches. Like when a lot of fighters see someone hurt, they go flying in and all that shit, and that's easy to get like taken down and shit. So Conor will be patient and shit, but he'll sting him. Conor will beat him up a little bit for the first round, and then after that, I think Khabib will get a hold of him, take him down. Conor might get up, and then Khabib will take him down again, and then he's just getting held down, punched in the fucking head, and just...
Like obviously a punch in the head hurts, but a punch in the head from Khabib is nothing crazy.
I wouldn't know.
For a fighter.
Because, like, Yeah, for obviously, I don't want to get punched in the head by Khabib.
He beat the fuck out of Michael Johnson on the ground, like bad.
Yeah.
Remember we watched that fight and he was just pounding him? He's like, give up, stop.
But like,
Stop.
I know it's 10 pounds different, but when Conor fought Chad Mendes, he was literally on the ground laughing and smiling as Chad Mendes was
Right,
punching
but
him
Chad
in the
Mendes
face.
didn't have a full camp or nothing, so I can't.
Yeah, but he's still no bitch.
No, but 2 weeks.
Kind of. He's such a nerd.
Guys, I don't want it to happen.
So there's no shot that if Conor wins, he wins by anything but KO.
If Conor wins by submission, I don't even know.
Well,
The
just looking
stadium
at these fucking odds, him to win by KO is plus 160. Him to win by points is plus 1,600.
So
Him to win by submission is plus 3,100.
Yeah,
That's because it's never going to happen.
because decision, it's not going to get a decision, and it's not going to be by submission. If
I
Conor
could see you go to
Has he
decision.
submitted anybody?
No.
no, never. He knocks everyone out.
He just crippler crossfaces everybody? Or?
That's really the only way. Well, Khabib wins by decision or submission. Khabib, I don't think.
Right.
Khabib
He has much more.
like his ground game is unmatched. I'm not going to say that.
He wrestles, and his fight camp's at an AKA, which is like stud after stud. Cain Velasquez, DC, Luke Rockhold goes in and out.
Yeah.
Josh Thompson, old school.
Another thing, when UFC embedded, they had this thing. It's called Khabib's Army, where they all follow him around. It's just a bunch of Russian motherfuckers,
Dagestan.
and they look Indian, and they literally like start chanting. Like they have like this
Indian as in Indian feather or Indians?
dot, and it like they have these chants, and it's just so bad.
See, that's the thing too. Like, I'm not a fan of Khabib. Like, I don't like Khabib.
This is going to sound so obvious, but he's the typical Russian that, like, when Americans think of a Russian, they picture him. You know what I mean?
No emotion,
Does
boring
that make
as
sense?
fuck.
Yeah.
I picture Drago. Ivan Drago.
That's basically, he's
I will break you.
Did you see previews for fucking Creed 2?
Creed 2, yeah.
That's a little fucking corny, but, like, cool, too.
Oh, dude, all the Rocky movies were kind of corny.
I know, but, like, Drago's son against Apollo's son. Dun, dun, dun.
So give me your guys' picks.
Prediction on that, I think Michael B. Jordan wins.
That's a good shot.
I'm going to go with Apollo Jr. The only thing we were going to bet Sean O'Malley, but he got booted off.
Yeah.
We were going to do that parlay.
He got booted off for what?
Weed or some shit, I think.
So they had to find somebody to replace him, or that fight's not happening?
He wasn't on the main card anyway. They probably just scrapped the fight.
Yeah.
And that fucking sucks if you're the other
How
person.
about this? All right, I have to bet the main event. I have to. I'm not doing no parlay because I know Tony's going to win.
So you're taking Khabib?
I'm taking Tony Ferguson. I'm putting a hundo on Tony.
I might have to do it tonight because by the time
You start thinking about it and shit?
No, by the time the fight rolls around, everyone and their mother is going to take Tony Ferguson, so it's probably going to be up to like minus 600. As soon as your millions of followers hear this podcast, everybody's going to take Tony.
True. So what? Would you bet something else, like on this fight, like just that it would be a knockout, or just that it would?
No.
That it would be the over under.
I'm just doing win or loss. I can't get into
all the props.
Yeah, prop bets is where you get fucked.
Yeah. That's why they're plus 6,500.
That's the thing, because it would be so dumb. Be like, all right, well, I'm going to pick Conor by knockout, but then like Conor will win for 50, and then he loses because he won the decision. So I break even. Right. It's like fucking dumb.
Plus 6,500 for a draw.
Yeah.
I might just put like $20 on it. Fuck's the worst that could happen.
You lose $20.
Yeah, but if I win the other one, who cares? If I win the
might
other,
as well throw $10 on the submission too.
Yeah, submission's 3,100.
So that means you would win $310 with a $10 bet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's absolutely no shot that Conor submits to Khabib.
That's why the odds are so
better shot than it's
so
a draw.
fucking high. Yeah, 0% chance. That could be like fucking 50,000, but they can't put it that high because God forbid something happens and it becomes a draw. They got to pay out somebody fucking who put just these high rollers who put like their $20 bets that we do are like $1,000 bets, and now they have to pay somebody like 500 fucking grand.
You hear about the lady in AC? She sat down on the fucking slot machine. She put $10 in Wheel of Fortune slot machine. First pull, $2.4 million.
Fuck you.
Swear to God.
Let me get that 10 back.
See, that's what everyone prays for.
Yeah.
That's the American dream.
That's the reason that people gamble.
Exactly.
That right there is the reason why people gamble.
But, like, am I a fucked up dude? Because, like, I would have walked up and just snuck her and just been like, let me get...
Took her ticket. Cash out.
Yeah. Ah, Jesus Christ. All right, well, I'm betting Tony Ferguson and Khabib. That's it. I mean,
I'm taking Tony.
I hope I'm wrong on Khabib, but I know I'm going to be right on.
I'm taking Tony. I might just parlay those 3 picks. Conor, the 3rd round, KO. Because I would love to know what that.
Yeah, but that sucks then because then you just lose if he wins in the first. You lose the whole fucking bet.
Maybe I'll take Conor and then Conor straight up and then those 3.
Just throw like a little side thing on the.
That one.
So take Conor.
Because I'm sure that would be plus a lot of money.
Take Tony and then like just throw 50 on just like the 3rd round knockout. Because you don't want to parlay and then be fucked because he knocks him out in the 2nd.
Yeah.
Because then that just ruins everything. You're like, God damn it.
I would love to know what that.
Or if you just take Conor, and then knock out in the 3rd.
Yeah.
As a parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think knockout in the 3rd is probably just one thing. We got the fucking website up.
Take a gander at it.
Fucking look at it. Methoded round combos.
Are you guys into ASMR by any chance?
No.
ASMR?
Do you listen to it at all?
Wait, I don't even know what that is.
KO in round 3 for Conor is 1,200.
Plus 1,200? I'm on it.
Yeah, why not?
Can you check parlays on there?
Damn.
Yeah, if I separated them.
He's plus 500 for the
KO,
first round. So
KO
they really think he's going to win in the first round.
The bet of KO plus round 3 is 1,200. I would assume that it's the same if I separated them and parlayed them.
Yeah, I got you.
I always bet against Conor and lose. And every time I'm just like, stop. And I like Conor. I'm just like, all right, this is going to be the time. Like, there's no way he's going to win this. There's no way. Like, I should be betting Conor, but I just do not see.
He's going to win, man.
I hope you're right. I really do. I really hope you're right. Are you guys into ASMR?
Yeah, what is that? I don't even know what that is.
So it's like...
Well, before we get into this, I have a question about MMA.
Sure.
And UFC and... Well, I guess just MMA in general, because there's not just UFC.
Yeah, Bellator and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bellator's on the fucking rise.
Dude, they're paying like $500,000 now for fights.
Fuck yeah, they should. They're
like,
allowed to take steroids over there too, I think.
Meanwhile, UFC like undercard guys are getting like $20,000.
Where are
2,500.
Where are they at? Like to be able to be watched, Bellator.
Like Paramount Network.
Yeah, a lot of their shit's free.
Yeah, it's Spike TV.
Because that was going to be kind of my question. Like, so there's a lot of rule changes happening now in football,
right?
In order to make the offense better.
Yep.
In basketball, they're taking away hand checks, all that kind of stuff. In order to make the
offense sells.
In order to make the offense better,
taking away walks.
Yeah. Well, they never had walks, so.
I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson got the inbounds and just started carrying the ball.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson probably would have did it too.
Russell Westbrook they inbound the ball to him and he started walking towards half court with the ball in his hand.
And they didn't call it until he took his 12th step.
Until fucking Kevin Durant or somebody was just like, yo.
James Harden's step back every time is a walk.
Dude, his Euro step drives me nuts. Because it looks so good, but I'm like, that's a walk, I think.
They're doing so much stuff to try to make sure that offense is better and that people tune in and shit.
Because everybody wants to watch an 85-80 game. You want to watch Golden State put up 150.
I'm putting the over on
But that's
Golden
what I'm
State
saying.
Every single game this year and see how it goes.
But that's what I'm saying. So
probably pan out.
Will they do something in MMA in order to make offense? And I'm going to say offense is KOs. It has to be, right? Everybody wants to see a KO.
MMA has its own.
I don't want to see somebody go fucking points.
MMA has its own fucking problems already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could.
The judges never fought in their fucking life, and they don't know what they're scoring. They don't know to score a takedown, certain points. They don't know. Like, is it better to keep taking the person down, or is it better to keep getting up from the takedown? Like, they don't know. Like
if you score a takedown too, then you better score them getting up at 2.
Like, I just don't. A submission attempt. How much does that cost compared to like someone just like is a jab not good anymore? Do you have to like fucking rock somebody every single time?
I'm saying, like, and they don't judge like aggression. So if you're the aggressor the whole fight, but you don't knock them out, but you're constantly coming at them, you're landing shots, they won't judge that.
Let's give the points to the counter fighter. Like, I don't know, like who octagon control. What the fuck does that mean? Who has octagon control?
So what you're saying is no.
Now they got They got a lot. They got a lot to figure out before.
I don't know how you could make offense more because
that's
you're
what
always
I'm saying. Like
that's just natural instinct as a fighter is to defend yourself. So how do you make offense more?
You're not allowed to defend yourself.
What you would do would be super obvious, and like every time you got took into the ground, you'd be like, "All right, keep working." The dude's like trying to get into position. You're like, "All right, stand out there." But what the fuck? Dude?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't let. Oh, God bless you. On one hand, like you can't stand them up real quick because if one dude gets on top of the other dude and starts fucking pounding them, or even gets them in a submission or something like that. But then on the other hand, like sometimes they're rolling around the ground for like half the round.
Yeah,
right,
they'll stand them up.
Like, but no. But like if they're still doing stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
they're
trying
to do stuff.
That's
they'll let
boring
them go.
for the crowd, but like they're actually they're doing shit.
That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. Boring for the crowd is what matters.
That's why Tyron Woodley's not is not viewed that much because he's actually a beast on the ground and
He's a beast everywhere.
And standing
he's
up.
a fucking beast
but
everywhere.
when he takes you to the ground, he's just trying to be conservative to the point where he's very tactical. So he won't try to just do something just to do it. He'll wait for his one perfect opportunity.
He has so much power, it's unfucking believable.
He's a freak. He's a bear.
But that's what I'm saying. So when defenses in the NFL keep getting stops and they're getting sacks and knockdowns and they're celebrating shit like that, that's boring for the crowd, but they're still doing stuff. But now they have rules about pass interference and defensive holding, and you can't touch the quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you would want to play defense as a kid growing up. Like, fuck that. I want to be the receiver. Yeah. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Or a quarterback. You always want to be a receiver. Like, who grows up
aren't
like
good enough to be
like who grows up like I want to be a center. Be a center in the league.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because you're not good enough. You don't have the athleticism to be anything else.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 6'4", 330, you're like, ah, man, go, come on, coach, put me in a quarterback.
Right.
I know the playbook, coach. Sit down, Kelsey. Take a seat, huh? Come on, coach. I can throw the pitch. No, you can't.
You throw the ball a quarter mile, can't pitch it 2 yards.
Sunshine.
That's a mama joke.
Oh shit! I can't
All right, so you guys got nothing, is what you're saying.
I can't wait to get in that later.
No, yeah. I don't think they can because it's not a team game, and it's not like if you pass interference on a player is a lot different than letting somebody punch you in the face.
Right. Right. I'm not saying they should do that.
It's hand-to-hand combat. There's no way you can make it easier for offense.
The only way the UFC is ever going to get better is if they start paying people more money.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't get fucking paid dick.
But are there better fighters out there that aren't at UFC?
Yeah. Rory McDonald.
Dude, there's probably I bet you there's 50 dudes in the NFL that can fight in the UFC. Mm-hmm. But why leave the NFL where I have a contract for $12 million a year?
Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
Nobody will ever make will never make $12 million from one fight unless your name's Conor or Ronda.
You give them a year and a half, 2 years training, LeBron's probably somebody up in that fucking ring.
Russell Westbrook would start head kicking people. 6'3", 205, just head kicking people. Bop, 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 bop.
But LeBron should have went into fucking UFC because he's 265.
I don't know. You see what he can do on a basketball court?
He definitely should have went in. He turned 18 and Nike gave him $95 million. Guys, I really appreciate it, but
I'm gonna make a couple $1,000.
I'd really like to go wrestle.
If basketball doesn't work out for him,
I'd really like to go wrestle in board shorts and see what happens.
We'll see what happens with his basketball career first.
Did you see what he did last night? I know you're a big Brownie fan. Did you see what he did last night?
No.
He fucking looks good.
Yeah, of course he looks good.
The team looks fun to watch, though.
He looks real good.
Fun to watch.
Like he looks real good in that uniform. The homo.
Yeah, no shit. I got the jersey.
I know. I was there when
we
you
were
got
all there.
All right, let's do this.
Right.
We waited long enough.
You son of a. Remember last week when Mason hit my bell?
Outside his fucking mind.
For that, he is now on a 12-episode penalty. He will not be allowed on for 12 episodes starting now.
Episode 22, he comes back.
That'll be a big thing.
What a real piece of shit he is.
Hey, you gotta set the precedent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I got an advantage right now because I'm drinking the Arnold Palmer Spike, so this is just gonna be.
I'll do the original.
Give me the same.
Who's doing original?
I am.
Why would you ever do that to yourself?
There's only 2 lights left.
Oh, that's sickening.
Yeah.
You got. Who bought originals?
Yeah.
Oh, it's from your parents.
Somebody brought it to the party, but you know what? I just want to be a good host and just.
You're gonna wake up tonight in the middle of the night with screaming heartburn.
Going like this.
That's more like it. I don't get heartburn, but it's definitely going to taste like fucking Lana was just licking the inside of my mouth as I was sleeping.
I get it bad. Last Sunday, I need to get some.
I was like, get out of here, you old fart. How dare you?
What's going on right there, Rick?
Yeah,
what's
my
going
shit's
on
foaming
mine
up hard. Looks like coffee.
Yeah, I don't
Is
like
that what
this.
coffee looks
I
like?
feel
I don't
like-
drink coffee.
I feel like we need. We need to
I
get
feel like that doesn't look like coffee.
We need to get a Twisted Tea song for when we do this.
I feel like the best thing he's ever
We
did
need to
was
sing a Twisted Tea song.
leave these out during because a cold Twisted Tea is
So hard to
Oh,
fucking
put
drink.
it down.
Teeth, your fucking
It only
teeth,
took
they're
us what 7 episodes or
Yeah,
8?
like we just started doing this.
Yeah, before the episode starts, like get them teas out because
this is gonna be
these
brutal.
bitches are a fucking brain freeze waiting to happen.
All right, it's tea time. Let's do this, boys. Episode 10.
I feel like I just chugged syrup.
Serpsipin.
Sipping or some
God, I
scissor.
haven't had an original in a long time.
Yeah.
Is it thick?
It tastes like fucking.
Is it thick?
Why am I hard? Why did that just? Why is blood flowing to my cack? Holy shit! Hey guys, are you into ASMR? For the love of God.
Okay.
Somebody please answer my
Okay, we
fucking
all hope
question.
fucking Connor wins. All right, bet the house
I
on
am-
Tony. Are you guys into ASMR?
I asked what it was and you didn't respond.
So basically, ASMR
ASMR.
is
Whatever those letters are.
is like how would you describe it? It's like a I think it's super fucking relaxing.
They just whisper.
It's pretty much like a person and they whisper. It's not like a random person. Usually it would be like a chick.
It
but
is
like,
a random person.
Yeah,
You
pretty
just-
much.
you
I
just
don't
go
know
on
any,
YouTube,
I don't
there's-
know any of them.
We could do one right now.
But like they just start whispering and they
What
make,
do they whisper? Like kinky shit or like?
well, that's what I'm getting to. But hold on. But like they'll put like weird sounds on the mic. Like they'll get a comb and it'll be like, can't hear it on this. But like they'll like brush the microphone and they'll make sounds. Like they'll like crinkle paper, and it sounds so fucking weird. Do you like it?
I do. I don't listen to it.
Huh?
I don't listen to it.
Okay.
Let me say that.
So,
no,
like-
he doesn't.
Like I really enjoy it. Some people
I don't
think,
want to put them down.
like some people think it's super creepy. Like I let Chelsea listen to it, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so creepy." I'm like, "Really?" Like if I like come home from work and I'm exhausted, like I'll shower, I'll lay down in bed and put my headphones in, and I'll listen
there
to
and there goes a fan.
and I'll listen to and I'll put like one of the videos on. This one girl, ASMR Darling, is her name.
It sounds very sexual.
It can be. Yeah, it's totally upside down. Totally upside down. Well, hold on. That's where I'm getting to. That's where I'm getting at. So, like, it's like super relaxed, and they're just talking to you, just like, but saying whatever, and you're just like, oh god. So it's like a massage with a voice, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is great. Well, I don't know why it took me so long, but I stumbled upon it on Pornhub.
That's what I was
Now-
gonna say. Didn't a bunch of them get like banned or like
They
knocked
defi-
off of YouTube
They
or whatever?
easily could have. Easily, because the one girl,
I think
like,
they
they'll do
did.
some, like, role plays and shit. Like, not, like, weird shit, like, oh, I'm a masseuse, but, like, they'll be like, oh, I'll give you a shave, or, like, it sounds really fucking weird.
I give you a shave or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds really fucking weird, but, like, if you're into it, I guess you're just into it.
People
But,
are into weird shit. So.
Yeah, I'm into
Well-
real weird shit.
Well, ASM, not ASMR. ASM is when like guys like to be whipped and shit like that. So what does?
I think that's S&M.
Yeah.
It's a Rihanna song, so don't
Is it
disrespect
S&M?
me in my own garage like that.
I thought ASM.
S-N-M
Doesn't she say ASMN?
or darling.
Is that your number one on your top 5 hottest girls?
For sure. Not even, stop it.
Is
So...
that why you knew that?
You shut your face.
So anyway, I was on Pornhub, just browsing the hub,
Right,
and,
like people do. People
just
do.
browsing the because it will take me like 35 minutes before I even pull
Find-
my dick out.
Find a video. Of
You're
course.
just fucking just browsing.
you
Let me
got-
just see what's going on. The best one it says like the recommended for you. You're just like, oh my god. I'm like, when did
I'm
I
into
ever
all
wa-
this shit.
I'm like, when the hell did I ever watch this shit? I'm like, did somebody hack my shit? But anyway,
Actually, no. I'm gonna click on this one.
Anyway, they have like ASMR like on Pornhub. I guess they're all the ones that got booted from like YouTube.
Probably.
Anyway,
Check it out.
you guys do the math.
I think we were talking about this. I love the videos on Pornhub when it's like
So dumb shit. There's so much dumb shit.
stepsister
Stepsister.
convinces stepsister for helping with homework or something like that, and they do it. And during the video, they'll be like, "No, don't do that, sis. Don't do that, bro. Like nobody,
Stop, bro.
Nobody talks like that."
Come on, sis. Just
Well,
top
they-
me off.
They need to
Excuse
remind
me?
you. They need
Did
to
you
remind
kiss your
you
mother
that.
with that mouth?
our mother.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, do you kiss our mother when you're that mouth? And it's just like, dude, the best is like, oh, your dad's out of town. I'm your stepmommy, so like.
And they have to explain it to you. They're like,
help me paint my toes. And then next thing you know, dude's sucking a big toe and shit. And it's like, if your father finds out. You'll watch it and start laughing. You're like, there's no way anybody whacks off to this. This is a fucking high school play is what's going on right here.
The best is the end result. Like, the dude will just, like, not all over, and she'll be like, this stays between us.
Yeah.
Like, that's, and then the video ends.
Oh, my God, your balls are so much bigger than your father's.
your father's.
Your father's balls are nothing like this. He gives me no attention. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. You're welcome. Hail Mary.
Did you ever see the Segura stand up when he's talking about that? Like nurses? Like the nurse porn hub, like, or the nurse porns?
Oh, that's the best.
It's
They
so
come
fun.
out in the Kill Bill nurse outfit. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
He's like, oh, I'm not feeling too good down there. And she's like, yeah, because your big stupid balls are full.
Your big stupid balls are full.
Get over here.
Let me unload them for you. Jesus Christ, lady.
That's really how porn is. It's so fucking funny.
Anyway, I didn't think the ASMR was going to go down this road, but I appreciate it. This is fun.
You did, because you said, and then I was looking at ASMR on Pornhub.
But well, you brought it
So
up.
what the fuck kind of road are we going to go down?
But
you brought up ASMR.
dude, it's so relaxing.
Remember when you
And
asked?
you brought up Pornhub when I was fixing the fan, so don't blame it
I
on
was
me.
just saying, all the people got kicked off YouTube. If you were looking for them, they're on Pornhub.
You asked 3
Found 'em.
times if we
But,
both listened to ASMR without getting a
The
response.
funny shit is like some of the videos would be like, do not operate machinery before listening to like the ASMRs because like it fucking.
It really relaxed you that much?
Oh, dude, it's like getting hypnotized, but not hypnotized. It's like it's fucking nice.
It's a massage for the brain.
It is. It feels great. Oh, let's go.
That's
You know
the
what?
tagline.
That's another good thing. Let's bring up. Do you guys like massages?
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't gotten like a professional massage ever.
Okay.
How can you not?
Because they're fucking shit. Because. Now,
Shite.
like,
You've gotten bad massages then.
nah, I haven't.
Where'd you
I
go,
was
Hand
a-
and Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Oh, where the fuck you go then?
A massage therapist.
What the hell's that? Put needles in you and shit?
No, that's acupuncture.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You got to go to like
Chiropractor?
you got to go
That
to like
voodoo magic?
like massage place. I know a real good one on Randstad downtown.
Yeah, they come down in baskets and sponge your fucking cock and balls too. We love you long time. You come. What?
Cancel all my appointments.
Cancel all my afternoon appointments.
Gonna need more wax.
It's a nice sweater. Now,
No, Hand and Stone is where like they just put all the fucking rookies.
are you
Shit.
telling me Hand and Stone is the best cuts of massages?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I was literally just gonna make the same fucking analogy, but I
That's a
couldn't think of
great-
the name
because
Best
it's a-
Cuts.
That's a great reference.
They're just expensive and like they go so fit. It's really hard to like shut down as you're, or at least for me. Like you'll be getting the massage and shit, and it like to shut down. Like you'll be sitting there and you're just like it's a quiet room. Like you're getting like your massage and shit, and like obviously they're doing a good job. It feels good, but like you're still just thinking about a ton of shit.
So
You know what I
you're
mean? Like
so you're gonna tell me that a creep talking to you on YouTube can relax you, but a massage can't?
yep. That's
Well,
it.
I also think
I
it's.
think that's what I was getting at.
I also think it's because you're listening to that creep on YouTube in your
Guys,
bed.
they're women, not men.
Okay, still can be a creep.
Even though I do watch guys get like like their beard shaved and shit. Do you guys ever watch those videos?
No.
Watch a guy. Why?
Because it's relaxing. God damn it!
A guy getting his beard shaved relaxes you?
You don't
That's
ever
what he
watch
types
like
in the-
videos of
that's
like
what he types
people
in the
getting
YouTube.
like.
Dude, I've been down a bunch of YouTube wormholes, but I never once came across
You
a guy
never-
getting his face shaved.
All right, well, you didn't go deep enough, okay? You're not in my rabbit hole. You never watch people get like their beards shaved or like a shape up or
With
something.
like a
you
straight
watch
razor, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
All
I
that
was
cool
gonna say.
shit, like they'll put like the cream. Oh, you ever see when they put like the black mask on or something, or like the Q-tips and they rip out all the nose hairs and all that shit?
I've seen them.
Oh,
I don't.
fuck
I don't
is he
search for
talking-
them. I don't search for them on
Dude,
YouTube.
they're so satisfying. And then you see somebody get their beard shaped, and like somebody will get a Hulk haircut with like a straight razor and shit. They're fucking dope.
There's a thing on Snapchat. It's called. It's like you can scroll over to see people's stories and shit, and they have all the shit at the bottom. Like
Yeah.
they have one called Oddly Satisfying, and it's just shit that like
Yeah,
I
when they
can't.
cut like erasers in half. And
Yeah,
stuff.
dude. Or like
Yeah, see,
they score like the soap and then they cut it with like a fucking thing.
Piece
And
of floss.
You're just watching it. You're like, oh, this is exactly what I needed today.
Isn't that so
it is
nice?
oddly satisfying.
But like when they get
It's a
floss, and
perfect title.
they'll get
Yeah.
a piece of hair and cut like chapstick.
I know exactly what he's talking about. I just didn't have a response for it. But that,
This is
Yeah, get this.
this was my response to it.
Dude, no, but there's just weird shit. That is
Yeah.
satisfying. If you want to play
No.
feetsies, dude, take your shoes off.
Kinda.
Don't be fucking
you ever
weird.
see people get like satisfied by watching like pimples get popped and shit?
Dr. Pimple Popper. She's on Bravo now, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, she's an Asian
She's-
lady.
she's
Something.
got her own-
Something.
I guess
Doctor something
enough
Lee.
people got satisfied by her.
Got her own show, dude. People love that shit for some reason.
Yeah. Well, it's
gross.
either some of them looks like fucking toothpaste coming out of like squeezing toothpaste. It's just chunky.
That shit is gross, son.
That's fucking fail.
All right, let's maybe let's take a break.
Oh, somebody's tummy hurts.
When we get back, I got me and Rick are gonna talk.
What are we gonna talk about?
You'll know. You'll see.
Well, because I was gonna say we gotta get through our top 5 too.
All right.
I'll be back after these messages.
Pure waste of God-given talent. Are we coming back? What are you doing over there?
No, I'm good. I just got one. I'm good.
We're fucking ready to come back over here. Man, you're fucking acting out your ass. Yeah, we're good to go.
Welcome back to the garage with Evan and friends. That's a hell of a piss, Arnold. Next to me, as always, Rick, our guest, Ryan Flavortown Adamski. What's up? As he takes a sip as I announce him.
Say what's up.
How you doing?
Brought that Stromboli, though, for all my foodies out there listening.
Damn
I'll
right.
put up a pic of that Stromboli.
We gotta cut it open or something. We gotta make it look. I don't know how to make
Make it look all
good.
oozy. Get one of those flamethrowers. You see them on the corner? Like,
Yeah, I don't know how
make
to
it
make
start
it look
oozing.
good.
Make that motherfucker bleed. Make that Stromboli bleed. Ricky!
You're on another level today.
Love
That
it.
Stromboli was out of bounds.
I was staying home from school good.
My son Ryder would love this place.
That's gangster.
Are you being Guy Fieri for Halloween this year?
I don't know
You
if
have
I
to
can,
re-dye your hair.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it because if I'm doing it, I'm going all out.
So Rye used to have dyed hair like Guy Fieri. That's why.
Inspired by Guy Fieri.
It was a little blonde at
Fieri.
one point. If you're gonna
Inspired
tell
by
me,
Flavor
if you're gonna
Town.
tell me you never wanted to be Guy Fieri in your life,
I
then
want
you're
his
lying.
job. I don't know if I want to physically be him.
Ever?
He's a fucking.
I just took it to the
Oh, he's
next.
the
cool
man.
guy.
He's not
He's a
like a
cool
bad
guy.
guy.
I just took it to another level. That's all it is.
I'll tell you what. I would love to be. I had something to say.
So Rye had a question for me.
Uh-oh.
I do not have a question. I have a statement.
A statement. Go ahead.
All right. So me
Speak
and
to the fucking world.
so was it 2 weekends ago? Was your wedding 2 weekends ago?
Yeah, we're coming up on 2 weeks.
So 2 weekends ago, me and rookie producer of the year here, Ryan Rickus, got into a little tiff.
Nice.
Tell
Well,
him when and where it was. So
you want me to be the ref?
I get a little
Is that
bit
what
of
you need?
Yeah,
It
no,
was-
we can bring it back up.
It
That's
was
fine.
it was at the after party of the wedding, so we weren't exactly sober.
Of course.
Okay.
correct.
That was a good after party too.
That was a great after party. That
Cheesesteaks
oh,
and shit, pizza, them fries.
and fries.
Yeah,
You
there-
Was
like,
there
how can you
pizza?
be so impressed by? Yeah, there was pizza.
didn't have the pizza?
I didn't have the visa.
Oh, I'm
You
not
were
on.
too. You were too. You were too busy dancing with the fucking underdog
Yeah,
hat
right?
on.
True.
You were too busy getting your hairline inspected by your girlfriend.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Too bad getting your roof on. Yeah, why did she was like, yo, bend down and like his hairline?
She was like,
starts
show his hairline. I was like, what the fuck?
It's in the middle.
Show
It's
your
the
hairline,
equator. Here's the equator in the middle of his head.
Your hairline. All right, so we got into a little argument because
Okay, I like it. A little late night argument.
Uh-huh.
My
And-
Nothing
faves.
better.
and when drinks are flowing, you're just letting
You're
it,
always
let-
right.
let-
Everybody's
yeah.
always right.
Yeah.
So-
no question.
Right.
How did we get into it?
Couldn't tell you, dude. I think we were talking about the Sixers, and we were talking about the whole trade with Kawhi. DeMar
Oh no,
DeRozan.
no, we were talking about just the Sixers and
Now I'm a fun guy. I can't really see you.
we were talking about how my predictions on the Sixers this year.
Yeah, and then we were talking, and then the guy, it just snowballed
why-
into
and why,
the
yeah.
East and everything. So
I love a good NBA debate.
Rye
That's my
said
number one
DeMar
sport.
DeRozan.
Well, first off, let's go back through the argument.
Yeah,
It
let's
started with
let's break it
the
down.
Sixers
Break it down like a fraction.
My opinion that they were a 2 seed this year.
And I said,
and that shocked you.
And I said 3 or 4.
And that shocked you because why?
Because I still think Boston is better than us.
100%.
And I think Boston's the 3.
Whoa, behind us and Toronto?
Behind us and
this
Toronto.
year, you think Boston's 3?
I do.
Do you not know that they got Kyrie and Gordon Hayward back?
Who?
And
Yes.
they
Yes, I
beat
do
us
know
last year with Terry Rozier?
I do know that.
Scary
Okay.
Terry?
But my feeling behind it was that they're going to have the problem of too many players with too little minutes. And they're not going to have the ability to... They're not going to have the ability... As fucking taking a video or some shit.
Get your hand on your little meat.
They're not going to have the ability to be able to mesh the way they did last year.
Well, you got to think, Brad Stevens
is good at that.
Yeah, he's a great coach, but at any point he's not going to.
Coach Freeze of the Eastern Conference.
He's not going to. He's not going to.
Shout out to Coach Freeze.
If Kyrie's on fire, he's not going to take him out to put Terry Rozier in.
Right.
So
Kyrie Irving's top 10 in the league.
yes,
Yeah.
he's on my list.
Yeah, definitely.
Should I just?
We can get on to what you wanted to get in.
This is
Just
not.
get into it because.
This is not in any order of top 10 players that are better than DeMar DeRozan.
So what Rye said is that DeMar DeRozan
DeMar DeRozan
is in the top 10.
Is a top 10 player, and
Okay.
I came out with
right, and then
actually 12
okay,
people.
And
12
then he
people.
woke up and he
Go
was like, "Fuck."
I got 12 people. I got 12 people that are better than him. All right, not in any order.
He said, "I got 12 guys."
Not in any order.
That's fine. Yeah, you don't really need the order
Nah.
because it's probably everybody
It's
knows
fine.
the top 5, and then you can start
All
getting
right. LeBron,
Of
Durant,
course. Yep.
Harden, Steph, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Westbrook, Giannis, Kyrie, Embiid, Simmons, and then I was kind of shaken up by Lillard. Lillard might be better than DeMar DeRozan. So I'll put Lillard in that range with DeMar DeRozan.
okay,
So that's
and then,
still 12.
And then let me ask you this:
There's a couple of those I'll mix up towards the end, but everybody like the top 6, 7. Because you didn't say
They're-
Russell Westbrook, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're solidified the top
Now,
6.
let me ask you this: did you stop there on purpose, or did you not find anyone? Would you slot him at 13?
I would, because I feel like Lillard, Chris Paul,
Lillard's fucking good.
DeRozan, Paul George, they're in that 13 area.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So
I'll
remember, I'm not naming names because I would never do that to someone. But Joe Schmo at the wedding said Draymond Green, and I'm gonna spit out my drink in his fucking face.
There's
well,
a
he's
couple,
like 14, so
There's a couple people who brought up Draymond Green to me a couple times, who really chapped my ass, and I was like, you know what, I appreciate it, but no.
no
if
fucking way.
If he played for any other team, he would be.
He's a role player.
Nobody.
He'd be who's the dude who left Golden State? Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
He'd be Harrison Barnes.
Barnes was better than him at Golden State, and then he left, and everyone was like, "That's why he got a max contract."
He did. He got paid like $90 million.
Yeah, he got a max, and he was getting offered a max
All right, Rick.
anywhere he wanted to fucking go.
Who did you want to? Do you agree? Do you regret?
do you
regret saying DeMar DeRozan is in the top 10?
My argument was that he's a top 10 player,
Right.
until Ryan sent me what was it, like ESPN's top 10 list or something like that, and I was like, damn, all those dudes are better than DeMar.
The next morning, I was laying in the bed at the hotel room after the wedding, and I was just scrolling Instagram.
He's top 20.
Yeah,
But there's so many good players.
My point
Paul
was
George.
my point was
John Wall.
My
I brought
point
up John
was that
Wall.
he
He
was-
said no way.
my point was that he is underappreciated because he played for fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
And nobody gave a fuck about what Toronto did.
But at the same time,
They were a 1 seed, and nobody even.
They were one seed because
you can
Kyle
name-
Lowry shot 48% from 3 that year.
You can name DeRozan and Lowry, and then people couldn't name any other fucking players.
Wait, you don't stat check, right?
No, we don't fact check.
Kyrie Irving shot 100% from 3 that year.
That's probably why.
That's probably why.
Dude, Kyrie Irving's the fucking man.
Did I say Kyrie Irving? I meant Kyle
You did.
Lowry.
I know what you meant. That's okay.
Kyrie Irving it's undoubtedly the best handle maybe ever.
But my argument was that he is still underappreciated.
Yeah, of course he is.
Now
Toronto's
he's
not a big market.
after giving top 10 to even top like 12.
I think
obviously he's not top 10.
I think he has a down year this year just because he's playing. There's nobody on the Spurs.
I'll tell you this. I'll take DeMarcus DeRozan over Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm not a Jimmy Butler fan.
no.
I'm not a hater, but I think he's better than him Jimmy Butler's kind of like...
He's good. There's no doubt in my mind. But he's not better than Paul George.
No, I don't think so. But at the same time, I would take Jimmy Butler on our team.
I'll take
for sure.
Take anybody going on. Because Simmons is... I mean, our team, I don't fucking know yet, man. I really don't fucking know.
No, you don't know.
I think Foles is going to be good.
I hope he is. And he better be fucking good because he was first overall.
But, like, here's the thing. He was 19. Now he's 20, so he's still super fucking young.
Yeah,
but you don't just
people
learn. You just,
right, but people hit their peak in the NBA like 23, 25. Like,
but you don't forget how to shoot a ball that you've been doing since you were 5 years old.
And you were 3 last game, dog.
And you were the best at doing that in college last year.
He had a 3 last year.
Or 2 years ago now.
Or last game.
He had a couple of threes. He had a couple good jumpers, like pull-up jumpers. I hope he's good. Like, why would
I don't think his jump shot's back.
No, not fully. But the thing is, it's a typical Philly mentality. It's like, well, Philadelphia sports fan mentality. It's if he's good, you're gonna ride him till he's end, and then if he's bad, it's like, oh well, we could have traded him and got blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know because again, like you said, he's fucking 20 years old.
Exactly. You guys want to get in the top 5 or you want to wait a couple?
Do you want to get
into
your T-shirt, the format?
What?
Format.
His boys came out with a CD. I want it. I wanted a shirt. You texted your boy like a month ago for me.
Yeah, I never. Well, he said he'll check his stash. He never got back to me.
Good, man. Thank you.
All right, so top 5.
You want to do top 5? You want to get into top 5 already?
Yeah.
I'll get into the top 5.
I have a discrepancy with the top 5.
All right, hold on. Let's break it down.
Should I break it down now? Or
everybody, top 5 this week. Top 5 sports movies. Whoa.
Right, since we talked a lot of sports, we talked different sports.
We talk sports, we talk ass, we talk ASMR, Pornhub. So I figured, let's get into it. Top 5 sports movies.
What did you have?
Right, Flavortown over here is the one. Guy Adamski over here is the one who thought of it.
Well, you had something to say.
And after I thought of it, I had, when I was going through my top 5 sports movies, I didn't think of this. Rounders. Is that a sports movie or not?
Poker is, I don't know. I guess it's a sport. I mean, it's not really, but
because that could change my top 5 order.
I think it is.
You think it is?
I think. So we were actually talking about this.
Such a good fucking movie.
We were actually talking about this on the way.
He beat me.
Pay him his
money. You check.
Such a good movie.
So
Those old Miramax. How many?
So I have a couple movies in mind.
Finger bang, fucking Weinstein, that creepo on Miramax, fucking thing.
I have a couple movies in mind. Some of them didn't make my top 5, but like that are about a sport. But like, there's other storylines, so it's like, is it a sport? Does it count as a sports movie?
I could just say a couple things, but I didn't want to ruin anyone's top 5.
I think as long as you have, like, as long as one of the underlying themes is a sport, it counts. Because it's your top 5. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because that was kind of my predicament also.
Is Rounders in yours? Or are you going to make some changes real quick?
I'll keep. No, I didn't have it in there because I didn't know where you were going to go.
You're just going to mention it because it's a banging fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if that would be considered because is it a sports movie? It's poker?
I mean, if you tell me you're an athlete because you're a professional poker player, I'm going to stab you at the fucking poker table. But I guess it would be considered a sports movie. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's a sport.
It's a skill game just as much as golf is a skill game.
But
right?
it's still a sport. You might not be considered an athlete. You're
definitely not an athlete.
You said if you call yourself an athlete. They
Or
didn't necessarily.
are you a
They're
professional
just
gambler?
I don't know.
All right, how about this? It counts.
All right, well,
but you're not going to consider it because you already have your top 5.
Yeah.
So that you'll just do 6.
It would have been. I just wanted to ask.
Right, that's fine. It would have been in your top 5.
Anyway, good shout out. Rounders, great fucking movie.
Yeah,
that's great.
I love that.
All right, so Mr. Adamski.
I start.
Mr. Flavortown, you're up. Number 5.
Number 5. Caddyshack.
Okay, it's actually one of my ones that I'm not gonna mention, it made a list.
That was an honorable mention.
It made a list.
Why do you like Caddyshack so much?
How can you not? Rodney Dangerfield, dude, he's the funniest dude in that movie ever.
I feel like it's like a classic, like Animal House. Like it's like one of those movies that like you were like forced to watch almost.
I think it's kind of nostalgic for me because like my dad loved it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it was
everything. Now I'm not that old. Like, we're 27. We're not that fucking old. Like, I'm going to look back at 30 and 7, like, when you were 27, you were a fucking dope. But I'm saying, like...
With a dope-ass podcast.
Yeah. But like, it's all nostalgia. Like, life is about nostalgia once you start getting older.
Fucking
and people are like, don't look in the past. I'm not looking in the past. It's just things that I look back on that make me fucking feel good.
Fucking Saturday
because
night.
life's fucking hard and depressing. So when you find an old moment that's good,
right, and it relates to something else.
Fun to fucking hold on to that moment for a little bit.
Saturday night, me, you, and Bert were drinking on your deck.
Listen to fucking Screamo like a bunch of fucking psychos.
From like 2004, and it was great.
Senses Foul.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the blood was flowing through my cack and bowels. Number 5, Caddyshack, Flavortown. Right, Rick.
My number 5 is I'm interested to see your guys' reaction to this.
I'm already gonna hate it.
You might actually.
Emma Stone, get out.
So it's one of those movies that like it's not on main stations
Name a movie, Rick.
anymore.
Spit it out. If you have to hype this movie up for me.
But when it is, I'm gonna watch it every time. Tin Cup.
Ooh! What a shout out! Just when I thought you were gonna hit me with some bullshit, you totally redeemed yourself. Oh
you
my
had
God.
2 gloves.
Tin Cup.
Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Come on, Roy. Tin Cup. That's always on AMC or some shit.
Yeah, it's always on or like the Golf Channel or like something weird.
Oh my God.
But every time it's on, I'm gonna watch it.
I love it.
I know I thought of this category, but it was very difficult because there's so many.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was difficult to like narrow it down.
Yeah.
It wasn't difficult to come up with movies.
Yeah,
it was just difficult
my
to like cut it
my
to
6
5.
and 5, I didn't know what to do. I kind of flipped a coin, and fuck.
What's your 5?
I don't know. I don't know which one's more. I mean, I know which one's more nostalgic, but like, I'm gonna feel.
Fuck it, say them both.
I'm gonna feel really bad leaving this one out. But my number 5 is gonna be Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
And my 6 is Sandlot because like, Sandlot is so nostalgic for me.
I was gonna say
like,
that's the nostalgia.
but it's definitely not the best fucking movie. Anyway, number 5 is Friday Night Lights, just because what a great fucking flick. Billy Bob. Hey, booby, you gonna lift? It's God-given, baby. All I gotta do is show up.
I was in that same predicament, and I also left Sandlot out.
Yeah,
but because it's
a tragedy.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know it's fucking
We'll read it.
great.
We'll read it in the textbooks later.
See, my predicament is one that I think I'm not going to mention because I think it might get mentioned later.
Okay.
But that was my number 6,
Yeah.
so we'll get back to that.
Guy Adamski, you're up. Number 4.
4.
Kingpin.
Ah.
Big comedy guy, huh?
So far.
This guy's always here for a laugh.
So
I
Kingpin.
hate that fucking movie.
What?
Yeah.
I actually.
Hell.
I love it. I actually quote it every time we go
Let's
bowling.
see everything about it.
It's fucking hysterical. How can you hate that?
I hate
movie?
the Amish guy with the long blonde hair who's
Oh
in
my
fucking Christmas
God.
Vacation. I want to smack him. Woody Harrelson's one of my favorite actors, and it really disappointed me.
You're insane.
Every fucking time we go bowling, I quote something or
Why
do
would you
something
not?
from it, and Kate,
Every time
Kate doesn't get it.
Yeah.
It's over her head.
Like the Fray. Everyone knows. Are we gonna get sued if I sing it?
You can only say 4 words.
Oh my God! It's on a Walkman and skipping my head.
So that was what, your number 4?
That was my number 4. Yeah.
Rick, let's do it.
My number 4, White Man Can't Jump.
It's a good one.
Billy Hoyle. Do you know how to count to 10, Billy?
It's because with a cat in the oven, don't make it a biscuit.
I seen your mom walking down the street kicking a can. I said, "What you doing?" She said, "Moving." I love it. Number 4, White Man Can't Jump. My number 4.
I thought that was it. Number 4, White Man Can't Jump.
My number 4. Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Because
It's a great flick.
duh.
It's a great flick.
Sunshine. See, like, here's the tough part. Here's the tough part about saying the top 5.
I feel like we're all going to have multiple of the same.
Everybody's gonna have a lot of the same shit, so you can't go too far into it. But Remember the Titans. I mean, everybody knows Remember the Titans. If you don't like Remember the Titans, just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out.
I can pretty much quote
Number
that.
3,
Yeah, you can quote the whole fucking movie.
Flavortown. Let's go, baby.
I feel like this is going to get brought up for another time after this, but he got game. That's my 3.
That was actually my number 6.
That's it?
That I was mentioning that. Remember
Oh,
a second
yeah.
ago? Remember? You remember. You remember.
Spike Lee joint.
Yeah. Yeah, Denzel, Ray Allen.
Balls or Big State. Big
Going to
state.
big state. Back in the day, your father could play some ball. What up, big time? Yo, what up, man? I fucking love He Got Game. Don't even get me started. I mean, there's not a camera on us, so obviously. Obviously. We'll wait till we get to that.
Did you
post
think
the picture already? Okay.
Did you think last Saturday was a precursor for mine?
There's no reason it shouldn't be.
You weren't here. You were probably doing some, I don't know, stupid shit. But I had a.
We know what you were doing, but
I had a G-Baby Cucumbers jersey on last Saturday. Yeah.
Where do you even get that? You made it, didn't you? You fucking made it.
Pensalk and Flea Market.
What's it to you, Bob?
Yeah, what's it to you? I love it. He Got Game, number 3.
My number 3, The Fighter.
Little Mark Wahlberg, Mickey Rourke.
So this was the one that I was kind of talking about. Like, it's about him fighting, but it's also not about it.
No, I would definitely consider that a sports movie.
It's more of a sports movie than The Rounders.
It's about a sports figure.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But like,
just because it went in depth
Christian
to his life.
Bale, can he get some more credit as an actor? Jesus Christ!
Did you see
Playing Dickie?
that new movie coming out about it's
Dick
called
Cheney?
Vice. Yeah, Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like him. And
He looks like the dude when he
put
did
on weight again,
American
like
Gangster or whatever it was, American Hustle.
Yeah.
When he got all fucking fat and dopey.
Yeah. And then for the fighter he weighed.
Rembrandt.
Then the fighter he was a
fighter he
crackhead.
weighed like a fucking $135.
Dude, The Fighter's a good fucking movie.
Dickie Eklund. Dude, not to go off topic, but Ward versus
Gotti, round 9.
Gotti 2. That was the second. Was that second or first fight?
No, first fight.
Oh my god, it literally looked like the Rocky movie. They were just going shot for
Ward
shot,
Gotti,
but it was real
round
life.
9. Like every time I don't feel like working out or doing anything with my life, I put that on. I'm like, get the fuck up, get the fuck up out. Well, I forget the ref's name because Jim Lampley's like, you can stop it whenever you want, Dean. You can stop it whenever you want, Dean. You can stop it whenever you want. After fucking Gotti takes a body shot and just definitely diarrheas his fucking blue swooshies. He might have been wearing white in that fight. I think he was white.
It ended
swooshy.
up brown.
He just fucking. Then he gets up and hits him with a fucking bop bop, bop, dude.
It literally looked like
I cry sometimes watching that.
It looked like a Rocky movie. They were just going punch for punch, and nobody was fucking falling.
I don't get more like. There's like 2 things that get me really emotional because like I won't cry at like things you're supposed to cry at. I'm black behind the eyes. I have a little psycho in me.
Yeah. Except for this
is
it.
If you go down like long strand DNA, like there's probably some like.
This is it. Is a Michael Jackson movie, isn't it?
This is now.
I also cry that. So.
I cry at Marines coming home.
Okay, yeah, and when they do like the big thing.
I don't cry at it, but it definitely is like one of them things you're like, oh fuck.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! And like sports moments for
turn
some
around,
reason,
turn around.
Like sports moments really get me for something.
Your dad's right behind you.
Stop worrying about your goddamn school picture. Your dad's right there.
So what's your number 3, Ev?
Shut the fuck up.
All right, Rise number 2 then.
The Wrestler. Mickey Rourke.
It's a good movie.
From The Fighter, The Wrestler.
And round. The 90s sucked. But like The Wrestler is like such a depressing movie. Mickey Rourke is a fucking weird dude, straight up in real life.
No,
like I feel like he was playing himself, but like he was playing a wrestler. But like what he really wanted to play was a comeback story to like an actor, because like he was like the man apparently in the 80s and like a little bit in the 90s and shit. And then he locked himself in a closet for like 3.5 years with a chihuahua or some shit. But like,
nice.
It's such a depressing, dark movie, but it's so fucking good.
It is a good movie.
It's so good. Classic.
The Wrestler number 3.
The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke. What a comeback! He won an Oscar. Good for him. He has hair plugs now. He fights in fixed boxing matches, and
that's the thing.
Yeah, like he'll pay people to. He's like, no, I'm boxing, and like he'll fight someone and they'll take a dive and shit. And then he works out in like fucking high heels and shit. He's a fucking character.
Number 2.
All right, I made a little alteration because one of my number 2 is already mentioned, so I'm not going to keep it in mind. But I've had
No, definitely.
I had backups.
Good.
Or should I
just because someone said it doesn't mean it's not yours.
My number 2 is Remember the Titans.
Of course it is.
Because how can you blitz all night?
They won't gain another yard. I was the youngest of 14. And you know what? All of them looked up to me.
You were the youngest of 14?
You had 13 brothers and sisters? I said,
7.
No.
7.
Yeah, 13 sounded better.
God, it's such a good movie. Reminds me of Bert Teer's mama.
My number two and my number one, like, cinematically, they're not the best movies, but, like, in terms of sports movies, they're up
Say
there.
the big green. I'm flipping this table.
Number two, the big green.
It's a great movie though.
Sure.
Number
Hamilton Porter.
For sure.
Hamilton Porter is the goalie.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
They go against the Knights.
My number two is Rocky.
There you
First
go.
one?
The first one.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
first one's the only good actual movie.
No. The second one's better than the first one, I think.
And
And he beats Apollo?
Rocky or Sylvester Stallone
Call him
Sylvester
Sly. When we talk about
put all
Stallone
of
on
his
his
work,
podcast,
put
we
all
call
of
him
his
Sly.
work into the first movie, and then he was like, "Oh, you think I can make more?" And then like he just quickly made
I mean,
other
You
ones.
they're
think so?
classics, but they all get
Yeah.
goofy. The first one is like a legit movie.
Right.
I like the third one too because technically that's when he actually became a boxer. Like that's when he got real technical with fighting.
Oh,
Right,
when he
but-
gets
but in
powerbombed
terms
by
of-
Hulk Hogan.
In terms of being a
yeah,
movie,
but when he fought Clubber Lang, aka Mr. T, it's a
Who
really
was-
good movie.
Roided to the fucking gills. Looked great
and
though.
still might be.
Oh, he looked fucking great. They were definitely just spraying him with like not a hose to make him that wet, but like do you
Just
know like
a
the
mist.
shit to comb your
Like
hair
a
like
mist
that,
spray.
like steady. He was glistening.
What do you predict for this fight? Pain.
Nice. How do you cut your hair like that, sir? Sir, you can't box with jewelry on. My number two, White Man Can't Jump.
There you go.
Mr. Dean and Mr. Hoyle. Dude, I fucking... Billy!
See, you didn't
Fools that start with the letter Q.
you didn't start saying anything when I said it, so I thought you didn't like it.
No, I just didn't want to ruin my number two.
Yeah.
Billy, you're so stupid.
So stupid, Billy.
It's the Stookie brothers, Billy.
Billy, I'm thirsty. What's wrong with you boys? I don't want you... I don't know. I'm not going to go into the whole scene.
So good.
Billy! Number two, White Man Can't Jump.
Number
What is
one.
a quince?
All right. All right. My number one, I literally debated this for days. It was because it was between two, and actually I left the other one out just to keep my top five going.
Okay.
Jesus.
So it was either number one.
How do you debate
or-
2 ones and then one doesn't even make the 5?
Because I couldn't leave out the other four. But this one I was like, it was
So you
This
could
doesn't
leave
make
this
any-
one out,
this
but
doesn't
also
make
put it
any
at number
fucking
one.
sense.
no,
to me.
it doesn't make any sense. But I think because I had my top four ready, and then I came up with this movie, and I was like, fuck, what about the other movie?
Real quick, give me the one that didn't make it.
Above the Rim,
Okay.
little
Now give me the
Tupac
one that
shout-out.
did.
Green Street Hooligans,
Okay.
because that movie fucking kicks ass. And if you don't think so, get the fuck off your own podcast.
You're no longer allowed
I know he's
to
a
have a
stud
microphone
and he was a
on your
fucking
own fucking
badass
podcast.
biker, and Elijah Wood can suck a fucking pinky toe. And
Yeah,
he
he
bitched
was-
out Mason last week for his pumpkin latte. I know that happened. He's like, this little queer got a pumpkin latte. Yeah, my favorite breakfast sandwich is a croissant.
Yeah,
I was like,
A croissant.
I said, yeah, you gay too, bro.
I texted you right after I listened because I'm fucking dying at that.
Oh, it's so funny. Green Street Hooligans is a fucking classic. And Above the Rim, I can see why it doesn't make the top 4.
But that movie's great.
But it could have been one. So
It could have been one because it's
Um,
not a comedy, and it's
It's a great movie.
no, it's a good movie. Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Shep's the man.
My number one we can just breeze past because Remember the Titans. We mentioned it twice already. So
I
what's
mean,
your
we
number
can
one?
we can quote it again. I know.
Dude,
I know
I mean,
more.
what's there not to like? It's so fucking.
It really is so good.
Yeah. I can quote whole fucking scenes. Like 15 minutes. But we're not going to do that because people
Ryan
don't want to fucking hear
Gosling.
that.
We all know he was a liability at safety.
Oh, it's terrible.
We all know that. He might be good looking, but he's a liability at
I don't-
safety.
He's taking Alan out.
I don't.
Yote!
I don't scratch my
Don't
head
you
unless
take
it
my boy
itches.
out.
I don't scratch my head unless it itches. I don't dance unless I hear music. I will not be intimidated.
Love it.
You're number one.
He got game.
Given.
He got game. Now, for yous who are not watching, I am wearing a Jesus Shuttlesworth jersey, so...
Now you say you who aren't watching, so everyone. Because
Right.
we don't have we're
so
not live streaming.
The surprise is not that surprising if you were watching, but he got game. Spike Lee joint. Ray Allen is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. Spike Lee, I love his movies. Everything about it I fucking love.
Now, let me ask you this. Did he become more of your favorite player when he hit that step-back 3 in Game 6 against the
Yes.
Spurs?
Against the Spurs?
Yes.
That was a great shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We the Lincoln Rouse with us, baby. What, you want to read the paper that day?
Yes. I need some cinnamon lax for my baby. It's so good. Rick Fox is in it.
Oh.
Fucking.
That's how you know it's a good movie, when
It's like,
Rick
these
Fox
white
is
girls
in it.
will wash your drawers. God.
They'll call you up 2 in the morning and say, come over, baby. Let me spank you.
He said, before I can even hang up the phone, she's knocking at your door. Freaks.
All right, quick recap.
I believe he went to Tech U.
Fuck, that was so good.
Not a school. Not a school.
Definitely not a school. Big state.
Never will be a school.
Tech U.
Quick recap. What are your top 5? 5 to 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was Caddyshack. I gotta fucking read it.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, dude. Be
You listen to all
prepared,
the
huh?
episodes. You know what's going on.
Caddyshack. Kingpin. He Got Game.
Yes.
Remember the Titans.
Mm.
Green Street.
Mine were Tin Cup, White Man Can't Jump,
Yes.
A Fighter, Rocky, Remember the Titans,
There's so there was-
RTT.
This was actually really tough. I was in the one. I thought of this the one day we were drinking here and I was pissing. I was like, all right, now I'm gonna be on a thing. Let me think of a topic. And then after I got into it, I was like, fuck, I should have thought of a different topic.
Yeah,
Because there's
easier
so
one.
there's so many.
Well, we want to
Definitely.
make sure
You
we
guys
can
should
talk
let me.
about it.
You guys should
Yeah.
let me run through my 5 before we.
I mean, I didn't.
You know, just cut off the host and shit. Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans.
Well, what I was saying
The
is,
wrestler. White Man Can't Jump. And He Got Game. Did you say Tin Cup?
yeah, that was 5.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Tin
I was
Cup.
gonna say I looked over here on my list and what a good call Tin Cup.
You saw
was.
Tin Cup?
God, that was such a good list.
Yeah.
Could
Kevin Costner.
could Boys in the Hood possibly be a sports movie? Because Ricky was really good at football.
Well, that
feel
was
like
that was very racist.
Why?
I award you no points, and God have mercy on your soul.
My wife, the tramp.
My wife, the tramp.
Burning,
Flamin' Pew.
burning
and the
dog, burning dog poo, and the human response.
Oh shit!
No, Ricky was really. How was that racist? Ricky was really good at football.
I don't know.
And that was
UFC.
a damn good movie.
It was a damn good movie. What do you think, boy? Do we do? Do we do one more on our way out?
I mean,
We
I feel
can
like
if you want.
We have to. You rung the bell, right?
Yeah, I think that's a rule.
Is that how it
Even if
works?
you do it on accident. If you're leaning over
Just
and you're
slips?
like, "Oh, whoops! I didn't even mean to." That's what I got nervous when I was setting everything up and I hit it. Luckily, I wasn't out here because I quick do it by myself. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, an original? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, we got to
This
get
is-
rid of them.
This is how you treat your guests on this podcast? Give them original teas?
Guys, our shirts are for sale. Support the podcast. Show your love. Buy the shirts. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Obviously, if you think the shirts suck, don't fucking buy them.
And if you think the show sucks, then don't fucking listen to it.
Yeah, that's not too.
I got a hoodie coming any day now.
I can't wait. I'll be decked out.
You fucking better.
I got the Cardinal Red. I like it.
Nice.
I got the ice blue hoodie. That was the
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
The one you wore in that picture. That's
Blue,
fucking dope.
the blue one is dope. I like that color.
I got the Kelly green sleeves coming too with the 3/4 joint.
Yeah, I'm
Is
getting
it
another
white?
3/4 drink.
White shirt, Kelly green sleeves.
Yeah, love
I
it.
might have to hop on that too.
Leave comments on our Instagram and on our iTunes or anything you listen to the podcast because that really helps. Like anything, I don't care if you guys hate. I love it. Either way, like us,
Yeah,
hate
fuck
us.
it.
I don't care. Like leave comments. Any suggestions you want us to do? Top 5s. Guess if you want to join the show. I don't care. Come on, I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah, we just met Ryan today, so
Yeah,
So,
I don't give a shit if you want to be on the show. Whatever.
10 weeks ago. As a
Follow
That's
us on
what I said.
Podcast Garage,
Booty
Instagram. Just whatever. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your hate. I don't give a shit. Who do you appreciate? Cucumbers. Yeah, yeah. Cucumbers. Yeah, yeah. Hey, your team stinks. All right, guys. We love yous. We'll see you next Thursday.
and as we tee our way out,
As we go on,
dude, we're gonna get sued. We're gonna get sued.
remember- What,
See it
I love
out.
Vitamin D.
Peace.